Somewhere right now there is a person waking up 40 feet off the ground, sunlight filtering through actual leaves instead of curtains, the whole structure swaying just slightly in the wind, coffee brewing in a kitchen built around the trunk of a 200-year-old oak tree. This is not a fantasy. This is an actual category of vacation rental that has quietly exploded in popularity, and today I am taking you through 15 of the most genuinely dreamy treehouse stays you can actually book in 2026. Some of these will look impossible until you see how the engineering actually works. Stick around because the last few on this list are unlike anything I expected to find. Quick ask before we climb up. Before we start climbing, if treehouses and unique stays are your thing, tap that like button. It genuinely helps this video reach more people who need a little wanderlust in their day. Subscribe if you want more unique stay roundups like this one, and drop a comment telling me which number on this list you would book first. Okay, let us go up. Why treehouses became a whole travel category. Before we start the countdown, it helps to understand why this trend has grown the way it has. Treehouse accommodations used to be a niche novelty, mostly found at a handful of eco-resorts or built by hobbyists with a love of carpentry. That changed dramatically over the past decade as unique stay platforms made it possible for small builders and landowners to list individual treehouses directly to travelers, and travel data through 2025 has consistently shown unique and nature-immersive stays growing faster than conventional hotel bookings, particularly among younger travelers prioritizing experience over square footage. In 2026, treehouse stays range from rustic single-room platforms to fully plumbed, climate-controlled luxury suites with hot tubs hanging in the canopy. Let us start the countdown. Number 15, the Forest Canopy Cabin. We start in the Pacific Northwest, where dense old-growth forest makes for some of the most dramatic treehouse settings on Earth. This entry sits roughly 30 feet up among towering Douglas firs, accessed by a sturdy suspended walkway rather than a simple ladder, which immediately sets a tone of genuine craftsmanship rather than a backyard project. Floor-to-ceiling windows wrap around a small but cleverly designed living space, and the whole structure is engineered to sway gently with the trees during wind, a detail that surprises first-time guests but quickly becomes part of the charm rather than something alarming. Number 14, the Riverside Tree Loft. Moving south, this entry overlooks a slow-moving river from its perch in a cluster of sycamore trees. What makes this one memorable is the sound design of the location itself: water moving below, wind moving through leaves above, almost no other ambient noise at all. The interior leans into a minimalist Scandinavian aesthetic, pale wood, simple linens, and almost no decoration competing with the view, which research on biophilic design through 2025 has consistently shown actually improves guest relaxation scores compared to more cluttered interiors. Number 13, the Vineyard Treehouse. In wine country, a treehouse built into an old oak overlooking rows of vines offers something the others on this list cannot: a genuinely panoramic agricultural view rather than dense forest. Guests often describe watching sunset over the vineyard from the treehouse's small private deck as one of the most memorable parts of the stay, and the property typically pairs the experience with a nearby tasting room, turning the treehouse into the centerpiece of a broader day trip rather than just an overnight stop. Number 12, the Bamboo Rainforest Retreat. Outside the temperate forests of North America and Europe, treehouse design takes on a completely different character in tropical climates. This entry, built primarily from sustainably harvested bamboo rather than traditional timber, sits within an active rainforest canopy where the soundscape includes genuine wildlife rather than the relative quiet of a northern forest. Bamboo construction has become increasingly popular in tropical treehouse building through the 2020s specifically because it grows back remarkably fast, sometimes reaching harvestable maturity within 3 to 5 years compared to decades for hardwood trees, making it one of the more genuinely sustainable building materials available for this kind of architecture. Number 11, the Scandinavian Glass Cube. In the forests of Northern Europe, a different design philosophy takes over entirely. This treehouse style favors a cube-shaped structure wrapped almost entirely in glass, mounted on a single sturdy stilt rather than nestled directly into branches, a deliberate engineering choice that protects the surrounding tree from the wear that direct detachment can cause over years of guest traffic. The effect from inside is almost like floating, since very little structure interrupts the view in any direction, and these glass cube-style stays have become particularly popular for aurora viewing in regions where the northern lights are visible during winter months. Number 10, the Treetop Hot Tub Hideaway. This entry earns its spot specifically because of one feature: a fully plumbed hot tub built directly onto an elevated deck among the branches. Soaking in warm water while looking out over a forest canopy, particularly in cooler months when steam rises visibly off the water into the cold air, has become one of the most photographed and requested experiences in the entire unique stays category through 2025 and into 2026. The engineering required to support that much water weight safely at height is genuinely more involved than most guests realize, requiring reinforced structural supports well beyond what a standard treehouse platform needs. Number 9. The Family Suite Treehouse. Not every treehouse needs to be a romantic couple's retreat, and this entry proves that point well. Built across 2 connected platforms joined by a covered bridge, this style offers multiple bedrooms and a genuinely functional kitchen, making it suitable for families or small groups rather than just 2 people. The connected bridge design has become a popular solution for larger groups wanting the treehouse experience without sacrificing the separate sleeping spaces that families with children typically need. Number 8. The Mountainside Pine Perch. Set into a steep mountainside rather than flat forest floor, this treehouse style combines 2 elevation tricks at once: the natural rise of the hillside and the additional height gained from the supporting trees themselves. The result is a view that can stretch for miles across mountain ranges, something flat forest treehouses simply cannot replicate regardless of how tall the supporting trees happen to be. Builders working on mountainside treehouse projects in 2026 increasingly use cable suspension systems alongside traditional post supports specifically to distribute structural loads safely across the uneven terrain. Number 7. The Secret Garden Cottage. This entry blurs the line between treehouse and cottage, built low enough among spreading branches that climbing plants and garden vines have grown directly onto parts of the exterior structure over the years. Rather than feeling separate from nature, the building has become genuinely integrated with it, something that takes years of deliberate, patient landscaping to achieve and cannot simply be recreated on a brand new build. Properties like this tend to develop a kind of architectural maturity over time that newer treehouse builds, however well designed, have not yet had the chance to grow into. Number 6. The Stargazer Pod. Designed specifically around night sky viewing, this treehouse features a retractable or partially open roof section directly above the bed, allowing guests to fall asleep looking up through actual branches at the stars. Locations chosen for this style of build are typically selected specifically for low light pollution, often in genuinely remote rural areas far from any significant town, and several properties of this type have begun partnering with astronomy guides who can identify visible constellations and planets for guests during peak stargazing seasons. Number 5. The Japanese-inspired Zen Treehouse. Drawing on traditional Japanese architectural principles, this entry favors clean horizontal lines, natural unfinished wood, sliding shoji-style screens, and a deliberately uncluttered interior that emphasizes negative space as much as the furnished areas. A small Engawa-style covered walkway often wraps partially around the exterior, creating a transitional space between the interior and the surrounding forest that feels less like a porch and more like a deliberate architectural pause between 2 worlds. Number 4. The Waterfall-View Treehouse. Few natural features pair better with a treehouse setting than a genuine waterfall, and this entry positions its main window and private deck to face one directly. The constant sound of falling water combined with elevated forest views creates what several travel publications covering unique stays through 2025 have described as one of the most consistently 5-star rated experiences in the entire category, with guests frequently reporting that the sound alone justified the stay regardless of any interior amenities. Number 3. The Treetop Treehouse Village. Rather than a single structure, this entry is a connected network of multiple treehouses linked by elevated rope and timber bridges, functioning almost like a small elevated village within the forest canopy. Originally designed for larger group bookings and retreats, this style has become increasingly popular for weddings and multifamily vacations through 2025 and into 2026, offering the novelty of the treehouse experience at a scale that single structures simply cannot accommodate. Number 2. The Luxury Canopy Suite. This entry represents the high end of the entire category, a fully climate-controlled treehouse with a private plunge pool, a dedicated outdoor dining deck, and interior finishes that genuinely rival a 5-star hotel suite rather than feeling like a rustic novelty. Properties at this level typically require advanced booking well ahead of peak season, and the price point reflects both the engineering complexity required to support these amenities safely at height and the genuinely limited number of guests these structures can accommodate at once. Number 1. The Multi-Level Ancient Oak Treehouse. Topping the list is a treehouse built across 3 distinct levels within the branches of a single genuinely ancient oak tree, estimated by the property to be several centuries old. Spiral staircases wind between levels, each one offering a slightly different vantage point over the surrounding landscape, and the structure was engineered specifically to place minimal stress on any single branch or section of trunk, distributing weight across multiple support points to protect the tree's long-term health. This entry consistently tops unique stay rankings through 2025 and into 2026 specifically because it manages something genuinely rare, delivering real architectural ambition and scale while remaining respectful of the centuries-old living structure that makes the entire experience possible in the first place. Why this trend is not slowing down? Looking across this entire list, a clear pattern emerges. None of these properties are really selling a bed for the night. They are selling a specific, increasingly rare-feeling genuine immersion in nature without sacrificing real comfort. Travel industry data through 2025 has repeatedly shown that experience-driven travel, meaning trips chosen for a specific memorable activity or setting rather than simply a destination city, continues outpacing conventional travel growth, and treehouses sit at almost the perfect intersection of novelty, nature, and comfort that this kind of traveler is actively searching for. As construction techniques continue improving, with better engineering for structural load distribution and genuinely sustainable material choices like fast-growing bamboo becoming more widespread, expect this category to keep growing rather than fading as a passing trend. From a glass cube floating in a Scandinavian forest to a 3-level ancient oak masterpiece, these 15 treehouses prove that this trend is not just a backyard hobby anymore, it has become a genuinely sophisticated branch of travel architecture, pun fully intended. Whether you are chasing a hot tub among the branches or just want to fall asleep under real stars through an open roof, there is clearly a treehouse out there built for exactly that. If this list gave you a new addition to your travel bucket list, subscribe for more unique stay roundups just like this one. Let me know in the comments which number you would book first, and I will see you in the next video.